Alright guys, welcome to another G Auto Repair YouTube video. And today we're having a little bit of a rant. This is a follow-up video to my Maxjax M6. And I had a failure yesterday where I was raising a vehicle up on the lift, and I lowered it on the locks and then I couldn't get it back up because the motor wouldn't work right. I already figured it out. I fixed it. It was the capacitors inside. They go in here. Let me get you a better view. Right here. And here are the old ones. Right here. Get you a clear view of them. Part numbers. There are really no part numbers here, but there's I think that's a model number there. Here is a blue one and a white one. This is a motor starting capacitor, and this is the motor running capacitor. 70 microfarads, 450 volts AC, and this one is a 400 microfarads and 250 volts AC. So the issue I have is I did call the company for Maxjax, and I told them, hey, listen, I need the capacitors. You know, do you sell them separate? He's like, yeah, sure, give me the specifications, which I did. I gave him, 70, 400, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And he comes back and tells me, oh yeah, one of them is $55 and the other one is $156. I almost blew a head gasket when he told me that. I said, you're charging me almost $200 for capacitors, two capacitors, two $15, $20 capacitors. Yeah, I don't set the price. I'm like, no, I understand, and I'm not lashing out at you. It's just, and I told him, I told him straight up, man, your bosses are on crack or what? You're gonna charge me $100 and some for a $20 capacitor? You crazy? So I got a little bit insulted of the prices of these capacitors. These are $20 capacitors, $30 capacitors, and you're charging me almost $200 and something for both of them. I'm like, get out of here. I said, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. He's like, yeah, you can outsource them somewhere else. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I'm not paying that ridiculous money. And again, I apologize. I'm not, lashing out at you. I even laughed with the guy. He's a cool dude. But I told him straight up his bosses were on crack if he thought I was going to pay $100 and something for a capacitor. So anyways, I went on Amazon and I found both of them. I already installed them. I already fixed it. I just kind of thought about this after the fact, but if you're having an issue with your motor, chances are the capacitor probably blew out, and you can get them online, Amazon. Each capacitor was like $14, $15. So what I paid for, I actually bought 3 capacitors because I was unsure of this one right here. So I bought 3 capacitors for the price of one of their cheapest ones on Amazon. That is ridiculous. So if you have an issue where you need these capacitors, don't even waste your time and call the company unless you're willing to pay their ridiculous prices. It's a quick, snip them off. They are a little bit more difficult to install because, especially this blue one, the replacement was a little thicker, so it doesn't leave much room for the wiring and stuff to go in there. So that was the hardest part, just snugging everything up and putting it back in. That was the biggest deal. But I quickly went, ordered online. I did go to a local electric supply, but the capacitors they have don't have the wires, which is okay. You can still use them. They have the little tabs where you just put a female blade connector and bloop bloop and you plug them up. But they were substantially larger. That's the issue I had. They were way bigger than these original ones. So there was no way that they were gonna fit in there. And yeah, you could rig something up, just cover it up and put it up here, tie wrap it or something. But I didn't feel safe doing that. Wiring's exposed and things of that nature. And especially when I'm outside here in the elements. So I went ahead and put these original ones in there. Not the original ones, but the replacement ones that are very similar with the 2 wires coming out of it. So now, as you can see, my lift is working as it should. Going up very slow. Once you put pressure on it, it'll pick up speed. But It is working. It wasn't doing anything. It was dead. I had to jack it up with this jack and the other jack. Luckily, it was on the very first safety catch, so I was able to use my jacks to kind of lift it off the safeties, release the safeties, and then just lower the car down because I had a car on it. So that was kind of dangerous. I was scared there for a minute. But as you can see, the unit is working. What it was giving me warning signs. I just didn't know what it was. When I would press, I could hear the motor. It sounded like it started to spin, but it wouldn't do nothing. It would just bing, and then it'll start, you know, raising up the car. And it started doing that, you know, what, a few months ago maybe. And then this time it would just bing, you hear a buzzing, but no action. No, you could hear that it was just like almost like free spinning. All you heard was a buzzing. And so I figured, oh, the capacitors must be bad. So I pulled it out. Sure enough, they smell burnt. Especially this one smells burnt. So I put them on the on my multimeter to read the microfarads. I hope I'm saying that right. And they were like OL. They weren't even reading. They were toast. So I got the replacement ones, put them in there. This one was rated, the replacement one was rated for 60. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be okay. I did order another one that was 70, but these ones showed up overnight, so I went ahead and threw that one in there. And when I get the other one, I'll have it in hand just in case I should replace it again. I don't know. It's not a difficult. It's very simple to do. Just connect the wires and that's it. So I hope this video was helpful. Like and subscribe. Catch you on the next videos. And again, if your Maxjax fails because of capacitors, don't call Maxjax because they will rape you on these capacitors. That is a rant I have. If anybody from Maxjax is listening to me, you guys are ridiculous. How are you gonna charge me $150 something for one $20 capacitor? Come on, man. You would have charged me 30 or 40, I would have bought it. You're gonna charge me $150. You're crazy. Get off that stuff, man. All right, guys, so that's it. It's a wrap for me. I'm out. I'm gonna go visit my mom's. I'm gonna enjoy the weekend. I encourage you guys to do the same. Thanks for all the support. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Ciao.